So I'm going to do a quick get ready with me video. My hair is just kind of roughly dried and kind of slightly straightened, so that's why it kind of looks a bit of a mess. But I'm just going to kind of start putting my makeup on, just a quick everyday look. And I've kind of had a bit of a horrible day today. It's just been one of those annoying days and things keep irritating me and I look a little bit tired and I just want to kind of cheer myself up with a little bit of makeup. So I'm going to move my hair out of my face and I'm going to start by applying a kind of base, and I'm going to use the Visage Natural Daily Perfector, which looks like this. And I'm going to just use this all over my face before my foundation, just to kind of even out my skin tone a little bit more. And it does give a small amount of coverage, but not tons, but it just gives your makeup a really nice finish. And it's kind of like a strange mousse-like texture, but it's a silicone based kind of product, so it does really help to kind of prime your skin. So I've got that all over my face. And then for foundation, I think I'm going to use MAC Face and Body, just because it adds a little bit of a glow and I feel like my skin looks a little bit dull and strange today. So I've got MAC Face and Body in shade C4. I'm going to just shake it up because you really need to give this foundation a really good shake before you start using it. So I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to apply it with the Sigma, what is this, the F80 Flat Top Kabuki, just because it kind of gives a nice even finish. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of the foundation onto my hand and onto my usual spots first, and then blend it out. I do need to kind of use, I just chucked the brush on the floor. That was interesting. Okay, so yeah, I do need to kind of work this into the skin quite quickly because it does set, but you have kind of got a standard amount of time for it to kind of work before it sets itself. I've just kind of got things balancing everywhere. So a little bit more on my cheeks, my chin. It's such a strange foundation, this. I love it, but it is really kind of a strange texture. And the finish of it is unlike anything else I've ever used. It's really, really different. So once I've got that all blended into the skin, I'm going to move on to concealer. And I'm going to use two concealers today, I think, because I think my skin kind of needs it. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Concealer first, just to kind of get rid of the really dark patches under my eyes, because the Secret Concealer's got a really nice peachy tone. So you can see right here, it's got a nice peach tone, so it really helps to kind of disguise any under eye bags you might have. So I'll put that onto the areas that get the darkest, which tend to kind of be the most inner corner. And then just with the round kabuki brush, this is by, what are they called? Zoeva. I just blend that out, but don't take it kind of all the way around because it does crease. I just use this kind of for the coverage and the brightening aspect of it. Then I'm going to take my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and use this just to kind of conceal any additional darkness and just brighten up the area really. And again with the same brush, just really blend it in. And I do always take my concealer into the inner corner because I get really dark in my inner corners like that. So hopefully you can see my skin's starting to look a little bit more human now. The lighting in here looks strange, but I can't from downstairs again. It's just, as I said, it's been one of those super annoying days. So for powder, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm trying to just use this up. It's not my kind of favourite ever, but I do think it's quite nice. So I'm just going to set my foundation with that all over. So I've set my foundation and then the doorbell went, so I had to go and sort that out. But I'm now going to move on to bronzer, which my face desperately needs because I didn't sleep very well and it just looks a bit peaky. I'm using the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer in Universal Sun because I love it. And I'm just going to take it kind of on my temples, along the upper part of my cheek and my jawline, and the same on the other side. To disguise any double chinage that you might have going on. Then I'm going to contour because my face isn't complete if I don't contour. And to contour I'm going to use my MUA pressed powder. This is in the shade number, what shade is this? Shade number 4. really, really great contour shade. So I'm going to take it on an angled brush and just take it into the hollows of my cheeks. So kind of really suck it in and work it into the hollows of your cheeks. And I always just take a bit down there as well. Same on the other side. And make sure you really blend it out. And there we go, my face is contoured and bronzed and looking pretty human again. Then I'm going to move on to my brows, and to do my brows I just brush them over with a little bit of a brow kind of tamer thing, and I'm trying to actually kind of grow the sides back in again because I kind of over plucked them a little bit. I think I just want these parts to kind of grow a little bit further in. So I'm going to just fill them in a little bit because they're not looking super neat, because as I said, I'm waiting for them to kind of grow in a little bit. And I think I have misplaced my brow brush. So to do my brows, I'm going to use the Essence Eyebrow Stylist Kit, and I always use this shade right here, which is the darkest shade, but it's not a super dark shade, it's just a nice dark brown. I'm using it on a little angled brush, and I just like to kind of take it from the points where my brows start to get a bit sparse looking and just fill them in very lightly. I don't like to kind of do a really strong brow because I've got quite dark brows anyway. So again, on the other side, just do the same, fill them in very lightly like that. It takes me about 3 seconds. Then I'm just going to brush my brows into place again, and that helps to get rid of any excess powder that you might have lingering. And I am going to set them with the Shavata, what is this called, the Brow Tamer, because this is fantastic, and it's just kind of like a brow gel, but it's got kind of like a different applicator. As you can see here, it's got kind of like a small little ball applicator, and you can just kind of really get in there. Then for my eyes, I've been doing something quite different lately. I'm going to start by using an eye primer. It's really hot in here. I'm going to just use the MUA eye primer all over my lid, just because my eyelids get really oily and I need to kind of help them. So all over the lid like that, super easy. And then I'm going to use an eyeshadow all over, and I'm going to use this one by number 7, and this is called Innocence, I think. Yeah, it's 70 and it's called Innocence, and it's just a matte kind of bone colour. You can use any type of shadow for this, but make sure it's matte and it's kind of a slightly concealing colour. And on a flat brush like this, I'm just going to apply this kind of all over my lid and take it up till my brow bone. And I've found that this just really helps kind of conceal any discoloration I might have on my eyelids, and I do have a bit of kind of discoloration going on there. My eyes kind of can be a little bit darker than the rest of my face, and I feel like it just brightens them and makes them look a little bit more healthy and alive. Just take that all over like that, and you can see already it really does help to brighten up the area. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of a crease colour, but not much. I'm going to use the medium shade from the Essence Brow Kit, and I'm just going to use that on a fluffy brush. Just a small amount into the crease, just to add a little bit of definition, but not anything dramatic, because as I said, it's just a very simple and easy look, but just kind of in the upper part of my crease, because I've got slightly hooded eyes. And I'm just kind of taking that just to add a small amount of definition, like that. Then for mascara, I'm going to only apply mascara on my top lashes, because that's what I've been doing lately. I just feel like it kind of looks a little bit fresher. And I'm going to use the, what is this, 17 Dolled Up mascara. So my eyes are completely done now. I'll come a little bit closer so you can see. Very subtle, but just kind of brightens your face up a little bit. And now for the ultimate face brightener, we're going to do a little bit of blusher. And I'm going to use the MUA One Direction What Makes You Beautiful cheek tint, because I've not been able to stop using this all week since I got it. It's amazing. So I'm just going to kind of pop this onto the high point of my cheeks and use a flat brush. This is one of these Sedona Lace brushes. I think this is the flat top powder brush. Just to blend that in and make sure it kind of looks natural and pretty. And I love this cheek tint. I think it's just so beautiful and really pigmented and lovely. And same on the other side, just kind of blends it in. And it really does add a kind of nice pop pop of pink to your cheeks but still looks natural and helps your face look a little bit more alive when you're having a rough day. Now for lips, I'm going to use some lip liner first. I'm going to use this one by Bourjois, which is number 11. It's just a nice nudie colour. I'm going to use that just to line my lips first of all. Just a kind of rough line, not anything too obvious. And I know it kind of seems like a bit of an unnecessary step, but my lips are very uneven at the bottom and I really do feel like I need it to kind of help them look better. And then on my lips I'm going to just use this kind of glossy moisturising lipstick by 17. This is their new Mirror Shine ones. It's kind of one of those that comes with a cute little mirror and everything, and it's in the colour LA, which is just this kind of very bright looking colour, but you'll see on the lips it's really sheer and lovely. And that is it. That's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this. I feel a little bit more human now. My hair's kind of a little bit frizzy and a little bit of a mess. On my nails I'm wearing Sally Hansen's Blue Rose. It's just like a dark navy colour, really pretty. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll do more of these if you want me to, because I know that people seem to really like these. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.